Oh, hey guys, hope you had a great day. I am making a small, not a small batch. I got my first, it's exciting, first wholesale order. So, it's just going to be regular goat milk. There's not going to be any fragrance or colorants added. I did put some melt and pour soap. It's a goat milk base soap. It's already soap, but you heat it up, and then you can pour it on. Like for these molds. I have a little mold here, little, oops, upside down. Little goats in there on the top. So I use that for the melt and pour to fill those up, and hopefully when I put my cold process soap on here, it'll adhere well and everything will pop out just great. I haven't tried it before, so we'll see how this goes. And then I have another mold. I'm not too confident about this. It's such an intricate little design on here, and I filled it with that melt and pour, and I don't know if it's going to pop out the mold in one piece or not, but I always wanted to try it, so I thought I would try it. If not, they don't come out nice, then I'll just plane that top part off and have the rest out as samples. So here are my oils, which I have olive, coconut, palm, sustainably grown palm oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, and shea butter. Also, I have added organic cane sugar, and also added powdered sugar, this confectioner sugar. And the sugars supposedly help add bubbles, because with all my oils and butters, it's a very creamy soap. I can't say conditioning, but it's a very creamy soap, so it's a very creamy lather. It doesn't have lots of big bubbles, so I add the sugar to help maybe add a little more bubbles to it. And then I'll put my sodium lactate in, which is salt, basically, to help harden the bars. I'm just waiting for my oils and my lye solution. I'll be using distilled water with that, and then also be adding my goat milk into the oil mixture. So I'm just waiting for the temperatures to get correct to where I like it, and then we will whip this batch up and pour it in these molds and see how it comes out. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I did add my Tussa silk. There's some shea butter in there. My Tussa silk fibers. And Tussa silk, I guess it's like kind of like a caterpillar type thing. It goes in and it spins this silk for its nest. And then once the worm or whatever it is leaves the nest and the babies leave the nest, then they go in and harvest these, I don't know if they're cocoons or what you would call them, but they harvest this silk after the animals are done using it. So they don't, they're not taking it away from the animals. They wait till the animals are all done using it, and then they leave their homes and they go in and grab these cocoons and pull the silk out and clean it real well and package it. So anyways, in case any of you wondered what that was, that's what it is. And the palm oil I use is sustainably grown. I know there's been issues about people using palm oil and the rainforest thing, but the ones that I buy are rainforest certified palm oil, and it is grown just to be grown for palm oil. So I didn't want to hurt the farmers that actually grow the palm and get the palm oil as their business. It's not affecting the animals at all. That's just their business. And with the stigma of the palm oil, they were probably losing some business. So anyways, I do use palm oil. You can look up all these different oils and butters that I use and their benefits. So palm oil I use is sustainably grown and it's certified. So we are all good there. It's not hurting any animals or the rainforest. All right, I'll be back when this gets cooled. Okay, so the oils and the lye is just about where I want it. I'm going to bring it to like a light to medium trace where it leaves a trail, maybe just a little bit on top, and then I can pour it. When you're working with raw soap batter, make sure you have long sleeves, long pants, your feet are covered, cover your skin, your gloves, and your goggles. I got these goggles from Brambleberry. And there's the bee. Put them on, they have a nice little foam padding there so nothing can splash up into my eyes. So I'll get all this on here real quick. And of course I have my hair pulled up, gloves on. Then we'll add the milk and I'll blend it up. And also I'm going to add the sodium lactate right now to the lye solution. Do this on the side here so I don't block everything. For this amount of recipe, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. And this is a quick recipe because there's no colorants or anything that I have to worry about. So here's our goat milk, which was milked out yesterday. I don't know if this was Gidget's or Snickers milk, but love it. Nice milk. And you can make soap with like whole milk, cow's milk from the grocery store, or almond milk, or any of that different kinds of milk. I just like to use the goat milk, the raw goat milk. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here. I try to do it on the spatula to try to avoid as many air bubbles as possible. And of course, stick blender adds some air bubbles in there, but try not to have a lot. Go ahead and get the stick blender out here. And then you want to go in gently. Hopefully not add any more air. This is kind of a shallow pan here. Okay, let me turn this on. Pretty goat milk all blended in there. I should bounce this on the table. Try to get some of these air bubbles out. There aren't too many. I know there was a lot in my other one and I wasn't paying attention, and I should have. And Goober, dear old senile guy. He barks at, I don't even know what he's barking at. I think he sees things. Okay, here goes the lye solution. I'll blend it up and pour it into the molds. Again, try to avoid air bubbles as much as you can. I was going to strain that, but those silk fibers really dissolved. It got up to 243 degrees. Just dissolved everything. That's why you don't want to get this stuff on your skin. It would burn. But I always have it cooled down. I like to soak with my oils and my solution at around 90 degrees. Sometimes cooler if I'm trying to do a design. It depends. Sometimes fragrance oils will advance the thickening process or some color. It's like titanium dioxide. It'll bring it to a trace a lot faster. So it can be tricky sometimes, but there's no colors or fragrance in here. Just good old goat milk with lots of yummy stuff in it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this for a minute. Oh, goober. Just a few pulses here. Not quite ready here. I like to use the spatula because I can feel it as it's thickening. It's actually just about there. Hello, goober. He's like 13, a little tiny dog. He just, I don't know, it's like he's kind of got some dementia or something. It's starting to thicken up. I don't know if you can tell. I can feel it. There, you see the trail there on the top? Kind of leaves a trail. That's what I'm looking for. See that? That's what I was looking for. Tell it even better when I just pull it out. It kind of lays on top. There you go. Okay, get this rinsed off. Let's keep a thing of soapy, hot soapy water nearby. Now let's get these poured into the molds. I don't know if you can see how it lays on top. That's what I want. Still thin enough to pour. This is what'll be fun, trying to get this thing to pour in here, but not that great at pouring, but we will try. Oh, I hope these stick nice. It'd be kind of cute, I think. It's okay, Goo. Okay, so I got this mold done. I didn't realize my mold had cut off there. Anyways, this is getting pretty warm. It's going through the chemical process. It's up to 100 degrees right now. Same thing with the other mold. Yep, some of it's a little deeper, like 105 degrees. So it's going through that chemical process and turning into soap. Yay. All right, I'll be back with the unmolding. And hopefully the little tops came out, but we will see. Okay guys, it's time to unmold the first batch I did, my first part of the wholesale batch. I'm gonna go ahead and put gloves on. This soap is fine to touch with your skin, but I just don't want to have a bunch of fingerprints on it, so, because it can be soft. This actually, I put my goat milk in the freezer because the sugars in the goat milk, or any milks, and of course I add sugars too, the cane sugar and the confectioner sugar to add some bubbles. Anyways, the sugars heat up, and when they heat up with the goat milk in the soap, it can cause like a gel spot, which is, it's nothing bad. It's just a different spot where it had gotten hotter in the soap. You can still use it, but it just doesn't look very nice. And then it can also, when it gets real hot, it can crack the tops and the soap, and could even crumble. So anyways, this is a silicone mold. This is the one with the little goat. And the goat that's in white is the melt and pour. So I'll go ahead and pull these out. This came out of the freezer. So silicone molds, you just kind of pull apart away from the sides, and it definitely helps when it's frozen. I'll go ahead and pop this out. And just kind of pop out on the bottom and pop them out. And that's what it looks like. Kind of cute, huh? These are unscented. A little air bubble here or there. See what I mean? There's a bubble right there, and even under his little leg. Oh well, it happens. So that's one. Then I'll set them out on my curing racks to cure for about 6 weeks. Let's get this one. So much easier to pop out, especially with the silicone when they're frozen, and to keep everything in place, keep all the pieces. So it looks like these two, this melt and pour goat milk based soap is sticking to my cold process soap that I made. So I'm pretty happy with them. All right, I'll get the rest of these out and put them over here on my cure rack, and then I'll go get that other mold. Now you know why I'm not sure in my other series, if it was my second series, if the plastic, I'm not sure if it's going to pop out this way. Here's another little one. And clean all these little flecks up too later once it cures and hardens up. I like them. Might as well just pop them all out here while you're with me. There's another one. Oh, put them upside down. Get this guy. Yeah. This one. It's right here. Alright, so we got 6 little bars. Turn them around. Maybe I had them upside down, I think. So that's that. There's a little bit of that green melt and pour from that other mold that got on here, but I can get that scraped off and clean it up. Scrape off any edges. Anyways, there they are. I think they're cute. Hopefully she'll be happy with them. She didn't really give me anything to go by, so I'm just winging it. Alright, let me go get the other mold and see if I can get that little booger out. Okay, so here's this bad boy. I have to fill the whole part up. I just love the goat milk soap. It just looks so creamy and luxurious. Just love the color, just the natural color of it. Anyways, this is the one I don't have a lot of hope for. It's the one that has all those little intricate designs. I don't know if this is going to pop out very well, but we will try. Okay, so this one also, I just pulled out of the freezer. So I have any hope at all of this design coming out, it will be because it's frozen. Just pull the sides away, get rid of that seal. It's locked in there, and then on the bottom, just going to have to push up on the bottom to release that seal. And this might take a minute, so let me get it released and then we'll flip it over and check it out together. Okay, so I got it loosened. I did hear and feel some of those designs crack as I was trying to push them up. So the only saving grace, if we have any that came out, would be that it was frozen. So let's see how many. Just give me a couple that came out. Okay, ready? Oh, actually I'm surprised. You see there's some that stayed in here. Wouldn't pop out good. Darn it. Well, actually I'm surprised. I may have a couple that actually worked. I mean, they're not perfect by any means, but I hadn't tried this mold before, so I wanted to try it. Some of these things I can clean up a little bit with my little tool. That one's going in Diane's bathroom sink. This one, it might just be a piece from the one that broke. I don't know. Looks like I'm going to have to, that one. That can go in Joe's bathroom sink. I'm going to have to hand cut these, which I'm not great at, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with them. First time. They came out okay. And I do have a little tool. Let me grab. Got this from Brambleberry also. It's this little tool. And you can use this little scraper thing, you know, to go through and scrape stuff. Or it's got this little guy on there that you can go in and, you know, get inside areas. So I can clean them up that way too. Once they cure and get hardened. Right now they're frozen and my hand's freezing. So I'm going to put these on the shelf and get them ready to cure. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. See you later on the next one.